man?
What's up, guys?
How are you, man?
Good.
Good. So we talked to you at media day. What's changed since then? What's been your thoughts of the team? That maybe anything you've learned about the team since then?
I just learned that we got a bunch of guys that like to work hard. This being the 5th camp that I've been a part of, I feel like this is the hardest camp I've been in, and that just goes to show like how hard these kids work and how hard we all work to want to be great. And especially this year, like we're trying to put everything into this season, and so far fall camp has shown that. So.
You guys got some, looks like some kids out there. Is this a new thing, bringing out the youngsters?
Oh yeah, these kids, they just won actually a little league baseball tournament or something like that. So it's kind of nice for them to be out here. Because apparently they said that, you know how like you have the little questionnaires or whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently there was like their favorite team was UCLA Bruins. So,
okay.
That's cool. You guys get to talk to them at all?
Yeah, they came to us after practice, introduce all themselves, what position they play, stuff like that. So
that's cool.
It was good to know them.
So you guys have brought in some new linemen who weren't here in the spring. What have been your thoughts of them so far?
They've all been good, honestly. We've been rotating a lot. Guys getting reps everywhere, just trying to find the right fit, the right 5 guys to play. But everyone has been exceeding expectations so far, I think. And if they're not, everyone's working hard, and that's the thing we don't have to question over here. So I'm happy about that.
What makes for this to be the most difficult camp so far? You said this is the most difficult one.
I think it's just we try to improve every year. Last year we were good, but we still want to be better. And there's a reason for that. Maybe it's because the camp wasn't as hard. So every year we're trying to step up, do things differently to try and get to our ultimate goal, which is winning.
I forgot my question.
Go ahead.
Just as far as the rotation, the guys behind. You mentioned finding 5 guys, but obviously there's going to be a rotation behind those 5 guys.
Yeah.
How's the depth of this group looking?
I think we got depth in each position. Guys are rotating in and out, so we don't really know who the guys are yet, which is a good thing, because we're still trying to compete, still trying to get each other better, things like that. So I think we're deep, and if someone goes down, we'll have someone else to step up and be ready to go.
And just talk a little bit about Garrett. He started quite a bit. He started every game last year, much like you did, but didn't play a whole lot his freshman year. Just tell us about the development you've seen from him.
Oh, Garrett's been great. He's honestly looking at he's one of the veterans now in the room. As a guy that played a lot last season, and he's been doing great. This is only his 3rd year in college. He's acting like he's been here. He's like a 5th year guy like me. So his technique is great. All of that. He knows what it takes, or he wants to be great at the game. So you can see that in the way he works his craft and the things he does on the field. So I'm really proud of Garrett and how far he came.
How has Ben Roy come along?
Ben Roy is excellent.
Backup center possibly too?
Yeah, backup center, guard, more interior guy, yeah. But Ben Roy is good. He's very smart, very, very intelligent football player. So he can honestly play anywhere, center, guard. He'll be able to step right in, know all the techniques, know the plays, and he's having a good camp.
So he makes up. He's not exactly huge. So you think intelligence-wise, it makes up for maybe lack of pure size?
Ben Roy is one of the strongest guys in the weight room.
Is he?
So yeah,
okay.
So he can do both, I'd say. Yeah.
Got it.
How are the offensive linemen doing in the NIL space? You guys seem to be neglected a little bit, maybe just as a position group.
Being old lineman, I guess that's kind of expected.
There's a laugh over here.
We're in the trenches, and that's all we really care about. It's an ugly game we play, and we don't really care, I guess, for this limelight and things like that. It's not really important to our game and our development on the field. So yeah, it hasn't really been of too much importance, but it'll definitely be nice to have some love in the NIL world. Sure.
Do you have any deals?
No, I don't. It's kind of for me, I've been trying to just focus on the game. Hopefully I can make my money next season, and not during college. So.
Seems like a food thing for all y'all would be natural, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Maybe maybe we can get that in the works for sure. Now that you said
like
that.
A Fat Sal's?
Fat Sal's. Oh yeah, that can go down. Some Hawaiian barbecue maybe. Something like that.
Have you found a really good Hawaiian barbecue place out here? You've been here a while now, so I would imagine you've tried a few.
There's actually this place. It's kind of in Orange County. It's called Ipono Cafe. It's kind of like a newer place. That place is pretty good food. It's like an hour away, but
it's worth it. Though?
Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay.
Like Rutt's Cafe, you can't go wrong with the L&L barbecue. So yeah.
First day of pads, what'd you see today? First hitting, especially let's say from the defense.
Yeah, defense is ready. Our front seven, they're no joke. They give us tough rubs every day, and it's all the same guys as last year. So we're kind of expecting them to be tough on us this year, and just them being who they are and like being big interior guys, having Darius as like a smart linebacker, it just helps us get prepared for the season.
Darius is trying to hit people out there, isn't he?
Oh yeah, Darius. He lays his head for sure. Yeah.
Going up against the two interior, a lot of the interior defensive linemen. How's that going today?
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Jay, Gary, David, Keanu, like those guys have really been able to push me and like work on things that I would say like I'm not technically like sound on. So things like that, we're just getting each other better.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
There he is.
All right.
How you guys doing?
Good, good.
Is this the first time we talked to
Oh,
you?
yeah,
First time, Garrett.
Yeah.
Why you been holding out, man?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
You want to tell us a little bit about your NIL Chuck over there?
It's not really a big priority for us. I mean, obviously we would love to get some NIL deals, but I mean, it's always football first for me, and I think a lot of the other guys in the line room think about that too. Yeah. So.
I ran into one of you guys used to work at Pokemee on Westwood Boulevard. You know who that was? One of the linemen.
One of the linemen worked there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that was in a dream, but I'm pretty
You
sure.
would have known.
I would have known if they worked there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I did run into Connor McDermott, alum there, but there was also a guy who worked there, but complete non sequitur. You know, you've kind of established yourself now on this line. Do you see yourself kind of moving into a veteran leadership role now that you've been established?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to step it up, helping Duke in the old line room. I mean, obviously I got Josh and Duke, both veterans, and then Bruno obviously is older than me too. But I'm just trying to step and lead the younger guys in our room and honestly just help them out as much as I can.
We've been hearing lots of raves about Latu stepping up his game as one of the guys on the end of the offensive line. How much have you been dealing with him, and what's he look like?
Oh, Latu's great. He's a great player. I think he's one of the most athletic dudes I've ever met, and obviously he sharpens me, and I really appreciate going against him every day. Being able to fight him every day and be able to go against him just allows me to get better as a player, so I think that's really awesome.
Where do you think you are in your development as a right tackle?
I say I'm getting pretty close to where I want to be, but obviously there's always this next step. There's always something else I could work on, and Coach Drev's really helping me achieve that next step every single time. So, yeah.
Are there any similarities to the way the offensive line had to come together last year? It was yourself and Raekwon moving into starting roles, whereas now you got three different guys moving, trying to fill in those roles. Are there any similarities that you guys can take from last year that maybe helps you this year?
Yeah, I mean, all the new guys are great, and even the guys that have been here, I think everyone's just trying to fill that role, and being able to see people do that and like compete with each other is really great. And I think we had that last year too, and it just makes us closer as a unit, I feel like, and we have a really good chemistry all together already. So yeah.
It looks like Jake Wiley's plugging into the right side a bit. How's that going with him? Has he been inside and at right tackle?
Yeah, me and Jake have been switching off. Coach has been switching us all off, and I've been working right guard and right tackle. So it's really good for me. But I think we're all just working different positions because Coach Dreves has the 1s, 2s. Everyone's switching around. So, I get to learn stuff from the new guys. Like Kadir, I learn stuff from every day, and Jake, I learned stuff from too. So I think that's really good for me.
Did you play both in high school, or did you switch around? Or?
Oh yeah, my coach in high school had me all over the place in high school too. Yeah, I played guard, center, yeah, all that. Mm-hmm.
How important is it to have that flexibility? Just in case injuries come up, like similar to what you guys had in spring camp, where you guys were down a couple bodies. Mm-hmm. How important is that flexibility as far as the long-term prospects of a season?
Yeah, so Coach Kelly brought us in before we started camp and really talked to me about stretching and doing yoga every day, and I've really been taking that next step and taking a better look at my body and taking better care of my body, and I think it's really working for me, and I really feel it. Yeah, so I think it's a huge part of the game.
Yeah, a lot of guys talked about that off-season running program. How did the offensive linemen do with that?
It was good for us. Obviously, it was hard, but everything we do is hard. So it just makes us better as players and better athletes. So
I think the linebackers' time had to be 62 seconds runner. What was your guys' time you had to beat?
I think we got down to like 57, 58. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait. What was it?
65. 65. Okay, so you got 3 extra seconds. They gave you 3 extra seconds.
I don't know.
basically.
Yeah,
Okay,
we were trying to get the same time as everybody. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned yoga. Chip recommended yoga to you, and how's that?
Yeah, I mean,
going?
he showed me George Kittle video and just him on the wall with his legs up, and I've been doing that every day, and it's really improved my bend and my flexibility. Yeah, it's been good.
How many guys have been in there doing that with you, or is it just?
Our guys they're in the training room every day. I mean, a lot of guys don't really take that. They take the 3 hours we have off and are in the training room and recovering. So I see a lot of our teammates in there. Yeah.
Plugging in some new guys, the offensive line. How seamless can this transition be compared to last year? Can you move in to be as good as you were last year, you think, just right from the start?
I think we already have the chemistry, so I think we'll be pretty close to that spot as last year, and then if not even better, yeah.
Good. Cool.